Today we are going to explain how to play Coming of Age, designed by Danny Garcia and illustrated by Edu Valls. Coming of Age is recommended for ages 14 and up, for 1 to 4 players, and an approximate playtime of 80 minutes. The goal is to be the player who gains the most life experience points during their journey through adolescence, proving they are the most prepared for adult life. Setup. Place the main board in the center of the table and place the roadblock tiles on locations 5 through 10. Randomly place one bus stop tile at the bottom of each location. Shuffle the memory cards and place them next to the board as a draw deck. Then, place one memory card in each available location on the board, from 1 to 4. Separate the 4 starting trait tiles, stack them face down, and set them aside. Next to them, place the goal tiles sorted by letter into 4 separate face-down piles. Create a general supply with the tokens of the 5 neutral characters, the memory tokens, the willpower tokens, and the green and turquoise motivation tokens. Set aside the rest of the motivation tokens. This will be the unavailable supply. Place the bus next to the main board. Place your personal board in front of you. Take 5 mood counters, 1 of each color. Place the turquoise and green counters on their corresponding tracks and keep the rest in your personal supply. Place a brown personal fulfillment counter on the starting space of the personal fulfillment track. Place your 4 mimic trait tokens on the 4 trait tile slots. Place your 7 interest cubes and 5 frustration tokens, frustrated side up, in your personal supply. Place your vital experience point counter on space 5 of the track on the main board. Place 4 of your character tokens in your personal supply and place remaining 3 with the neutral characters in the general supply. Draw randomly 1 starting trait tile and 1 goal tile from each letter pile. Place your parental card deck next to your board and draw 2 cards. Place your 4-sided die of your color next to your board and leave the rest of the dice in the unavailable supply. Remove from the game all unused starting trait tiles and goal tiles. Keep the trait tiles next to the memory cards. How to play. A game of Coming of Age lasts 9 turns, played simultaneously by all players. Each turn uses a die, which is discarded at the end of the turn. Therefore, you'll have 9 dice total, 1 per turn. The 9 turns are divided into 4 rounds. Each round uses a different type of die and lasts as many turns as there are dice of that type. In the first round, you play 1 turn, 1 4-sided die. The second round, 2 turns, 2 6-sided dice. The third round, 3 turns, 3 8-sided dice. And the fourth and final round, 3 turns, 3 10-sided dice. Each turn is divided into 4 phases. 1. Explore new interest and choose a location. 2. Live the location's experience. 3. Gain the location's benefits. 4. End of the year. 1. Explore new interest and choose a location. All players perform this phase simultaneously. Roll all your available dice for the current round. Place each die in the road area of the location corresponding to its result. Choose one of your dice and place it on the building in the same location. You may move the chosen die to an adjacent location by adding 1 frustration token to a track on your board, or to any location by adding 2 frustration tokens. Frustration tokens are placed on the far right of an available mood track on your board that does not already have one. If all your tracks have frustration tokens, you can't change location. Frustrations can be overcome through the Overcoming bonus, or by spending 4 willpower tokens at any time. When you overcome a frustration, flip the token and place it on the far left of the same track. Once you've chosen a location, if it contains any of your interest tokens, return them to your supply and advance your personal fulfillment counter as many spaces as cubes return, gaining the bonuses from the corresponding spaces. Finally, end the phase by retrieving the rest of your dice from the road area, replacing each retrieved die with an interest token, leaving the tokens on the buildings of their corresponding locations. 2. Live the location's experience. All players perform this phase simultaneously. Execute the bonuses of the location's experience space where you placed your die, resolving them from left to right. Most of these bonuses adjust the mood tracks. For each step you move on a track, immediately gain the bonus from the corresponding space, except for the far right spaces of each track, which are passive bonuses you benefit from while your counter remains there. Before or after applying these bonuses, you may flip one unused memory token to move a mood track counter. Memory tokens are mainly gained from memory cards. Yellow, move a counter one step to the right. Purple, move a counter one step to the left. Red, move a counter to the central space, gaining its bonus twice. Each token can only be used once. Bouncing on a track to the right. If a mood counter is already on the far right space and must move right, instead, you gain the indicated motivation token for each step, unless the icon is covered by a frustration token. Bouncing on a track to the left. If a counter is already on the far left space and must move left, for each step choose between losing 2 points or placing a frustration token over the motivation icon at the far right of that track. If there's already a frustration token and you have to bounce left, either lose 2 points if the frustration token is on the far right, or gain 4 points if the frustration token is on the far left as you remove it and return it to your supply. Trait bonus. The trait bonus is one of the bonuses you may get in this phase. When you gain a trait bonus, choose one. Draw a trait tile. Your hand limit is 4 tiles. If you already have 4, discard one and place it below the draw pile. Or, play a trait tile from your hand to the first free slot on the left of your personal board, fulfilling its requirements. Gain the points shown and take your mimic trait token, placing it in your personal supply. Or, play mimic trait token from your supply on a trait tile played by another player and gain the indicated points. To do this, you must meet the requirement of the tile and also have that player's token on your friendship track at a level equal to or higher than the one shown in the space where their tile is placed on their board. In the following example, the player can place their mimic trait token on the second tile of the player to their right, because they meet the tile's requirement and their friendship level with that player has exceeded level 2. 3. Gain the location benefits. In this phase, the bus will move from left to right, stopping at available locations with dice and/or presence tokens. When the bus stops at a location, complete the following 2 steps. Step A. All players who have a presence or a die at the location must simultaneously choose one of the following 2 options. Gain the bus stop bonus. If the tile shows a neutral character token, you may gain a friendship bonus. Otherwise, simply gain the indicated bonus. Or, gain a friendship bonus with another player's character at the location. If you gain a friendship bonus with a character for the first time, add that character's token to your friendship track at level 0 and gain 1 point. If you already have that character on your friendship track, move their token to a free space in the next level and gain the corresponding bonus. To advance the character token from level 4 to 5, or from level 5 onwards, you must have the Intimacy bonus. Step B. When the previous step have been completed, players with a die here choose one of the 3 following options. Memory. Spend 1 or more motivation tokens of the same type required by the location to gain the bonuses from the memory card. The first motivation token you spend gives you 3 points, the second 2 points, and each additional one 1 point. Some locations allow you to spend 4 willpower tokens to gain the bonuses from the memory card. This option only gives you 3 points, but you still receive the rest of the bonuses as usual. In addition to points, each card grants the indicated bonus and a memory token. If 1 or more players gain that memory, the card is discarded. Or presence. Spend the required motivation token, or 4 willpower tokens if the location allows it, to place presence in the building of the location. You cannot place presence in a building where you already have one. If you have already placed all 4 of your character tokens, you may move one of them to the new location. If you have spent 1 or more motivation tokens to gain the memory card or place presence, you must move the corresponding counter 2 spaces to the left without gaining the bonuses you pass over, but applying the bounce effect if it occurs. Or parent card. If you do not want to or cannot choose either of the 2 previous options, you must then play a parent card from your hand and gain its bonus. After playing it, discard it face up in your play area and draw a new one. Once all players have completed both steps, remove from the game any dice on the location. Then, move the bus to the next location with dice and/or presents. 4. End of the year. The turn ends when all actions in the last location where the bus stops have been completed. If players still have dice next to their boards, refill all available locations without memory cards with new memory cards. Take the bus stop tile from the far right and place it on the far left, pushing all the others 1 space to the right. Place the bus to the left of the main board. If players no longer have dice next to their boards, the round ends, and in addition to the previous steps, you must also place the counter for the next mood track in the central space on your personal board. Take the motivation tokens corresponding to the new track from the unavailable supply and add them to the general supply. Take the dice for the new round, always with 2 more sides than the previous ones, and place them next to your board. Remove the roadblock tiles from the next 2 locations, 1 on each end, and place new memory cards on them. End of game and final scoring. The game ends after round 4. Before final scoring, each player may use 1 unused memory token, if they still have one. You lose 3 points for each unresolved frustration. You may play as many goal tiles as trait tiles you have played on your board during the game. Gain 5 points for each goal tile whose requirement you meet. Add together all unused motivation, willpower, and memory tokens you have left. Then divide the total by 3, rounding down. Gain points equal to the result. The player with the most points wins the game. In case of a tie, the winner is the player who has completed the most trait and goal tiles, including those mimicked on other players' boards. If the tie persists, the winner is the player with the most character tokens on their friendship track. The game also includes a solo mode in which you face Rob Bot. Will you be able to defeat him? And that's the end of our video on how to play Coming of Age, the new Euro game by Dani Garcia that represents the journey through adolescence.